A lot of people are freaking out over the Lakers' first game and first loss of the season against the LA Clippers. I didn't like it either. I thought LBJ and AD would make an instant impact, and the fact that they were going against LA Clippers without Paul George, well, you get the point. But what I don't like also are all the talks about LeBron being not LeBron anymore, that he's old, he's not the best player in the world, yada yada yada. And I hate it not just because LeBron's my favorite player from this era, I'm a fanboy of his and he is a dear friend of mine, but also because in my eyes LeBron is still the best and there is real proof that he sometimes is just a slow starter, by legendary standards of course. Hey guys, hope you're doing awesome. Purple Prince here, and today I'm gonna prove that LeBron will still be great and you just need to wait a bit. So LeBron has only played one game this season, but will play again tonight, so tune in for that. And his stats in that first game were 18 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block and 5 turnovers. The most glaring negative obviously are the turnovers, and that was sloppy from LeBron, I can't deny that. He shot only 7 of 19 from the field and made 1 out of 5 threes. Not great either. But to say he's old now, that's just blasphemy. Reggie Miller said something about 10 games and then you'll see the real LeBron. Well, let's take a look at all of his seasons, starting with his rookie season. He was still young, definitely not old, for sure not that experienced, but we can take some data nonetheless. So he had that great first game of 25, 9 and 6 against Sacramento, and then had a very good game against Phoenix with 21, 8 and 12. But then you see 2 games where he didn't even score double-digit points, and in total, his averages in the first 10 games are 16.8 points, 6.4 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 43.1% field goal, 36% 3 points, 60.5% free throw shooting, 3.7 turnovers. For the rest of the season, LeBron averaged 21.5 points, 5.8 assists, 5.3 rebounds, 41.4% field goals, 28.1% threes, 76.8% free throws, and wasn't as careless with the ball, averaging 3.4 turnovers per game. Yes, he shot worse, but he also got a lot more aggressive. He shot 4 more times per game and improved his free throws dramatically. In his second season, in his first 10 games, 25.7 points per game, 6.1 assists, 8.3 rebounds, 3.5 turnovers, 47.7% field goals, 36.4% from the 3, 75.3% free throw shooting. Improvement over his rookie season, right? For sure. But then, for the rest of the season, 27.2 points, 7.4 assists, 7.2 rebounds, 47% field goals, 34.9% three-pointers, 74.9% free throws, and 3.3 turnovers. Again, more aggressive, more well-rounded, and he did cut his turnovers again. We're not gonna go through every of his seasons. Obviously, he has had very strong starts as well. I'll just show you all the statistics and you can see it for yourself. There's a lot of information to digest here. He's had a long career. Here are statistics for each of LeBron's seasons. Seasons colored in yellow mark his first season on a different team, or first season coming back to Cleveland. The first 10 games of each season, and then the rest of it. You can pause the video to take a deeper look at the statistics. By the way, I got them all thanks to Basketball Reference. To not make you wait, I'll just do a quick math. So here are his averages through his whole career, the first 10 games and the rest of the season. Take a close look. You might say, well, what's the point of this graphic? There is not that big of a difference here. Well, actually, there is a point for this. First, this shows that the shooting efficiency from the first game this season was an anomaly. And second, the fact is that LeBron James either improves or stays at the same efficiency. He cuts down his turnovers, and he scores more and attacks more. Never mind that the first stat is an average of his first 10 games, and the second is an average of like 60-70 games, which means there's more time to make mistakes, more time to be bad. But he just isn't bad. He's great. With this season, you also have to take into account the fact that this is a completely new team. From the extended 17-player roster for the Lakers this year, only 5 players returned from last season. Not to mention that last year was the first year he played with all of those 5 players as well. Throw in the fact that he was injured, All the players he played with last year were injured for some time as well, and what do you get? A 30-40 game sample of LeBron playing with those dudes from whom 2 people were regular starters? Give the dude a break. And here, we took samples of his first 10 game stretch against the whole season. This season has been only 1 game. 1 game! Oh, and by the way, if you're not convinced that LeBron isn't slowing down, how about the fact that of all the teams LeBron has played against in his career, the LA Clippers are a team LeBron is currently having his 2nd worst scoring output against. He averages only 24.5 points in games against the Clippers, so he's somewhat struggled against the Clippers since he's been in the league. Not to mention, he was going against like all NBA defense with new teammates with a bit of rust because of his first 6-month vacation in like 10 years. What a bum, huh? And if you're still not convinced that LeBron will be great again, how about the fact that in the last 10 seasons, LeBron has made less than 50% of his field goals only once, in his first season back with the Cavaliers, and you think he will shoot like this for the rest of the season? You're so naive. And that first game stat line and that bad field goal percentage, I'll take it. I'll take it for now. I'll see you in like 10 games or so. Keep sleeping on Bron, NBA. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my little outburst. I just hated seeing all this talk after 1 game. I watched the game as well. He wasn't great, but it doesn't mean he's old and over the hill. James Harden just made 2 out of 13 field goals. Is he old too? Anyways, please leave a comment with your thoughts about LeBron and what is your opinion on all this media blab about LeBron being too old. Also, don't forget to leave a like for the video. I really like when you do that. But I like it even more when you press that subscribe button, and I'm sure you won't miss any content in the future. Thanks for everything. Have a nice day. This was Purple Prince, and I'm out.